As a kid, I was brought up in music. My father, was a musician, and I was brought up on stage singing. I was a gospel singer, and
late at night when I'm sitting in the shop by myself with a vehicle and just staring at it, for hours on end. And in my life now, I find myself fortunate enough to be able to do music, motorcycles, and cars. And ironically enough, the first thing in my life was music. My father, being a musician, brought me up in music.
Just minutes ago, shocking new details about Counting Cars star Danny Koker came to light, leaving fans in disbelief. Once a TV favorite known for his unmatched passion for restoring classic cars, Danny's sudden absence from the screen has raised serious questions. Could this be the end of Kustoms as we know it? Tune in to find out what devastating truth was revealed, something that could change everything for Danny Koker and his iconic garage. Danny Koker and the hidden clues. Entering the oldest room in the house always brings a sense of freshness and charm. It stands out as a beautiful space, one that draws visitors back time and again. Among those who appreciate such charms is Danny Koker, the face behind Kustoms and the TV show Counting Cars. Recently, there has been curiosity about why the well-known car enthusiast, easily recognized by his beard, has been less visible on television. A notable favorite of his is the '67 Pontiac GTO convertible, a car that never fails to perform flawlessly. At midnight, a creak under the GTO hinted at hidden secrets. These secrets might tie Danny's fate to the mysteries of the old house. Known as The Count, Danny shines on the History Channel show, Captivating Car Enthusiasts. Born on January 5, 1964, in Cleveland, Ohio, Danny was raised among classic cars. His father's job at Ford Motor Company ignited his early interest in automobiles. Over time, his family and friends in the car industry further fueled his passion, teaching him the mechanics of cars and their potential for transformation. His father gave him his first car, a cruiser, at 88. This was the beginning of Danny's lifelong love for cars. His passion didn't just happen by chance. It was in his blood thanks to his father and family's automotive background. Although Danny taught himself most of what he knows about car restoration, he did take a few basic automotive classes in high school, but his real learning came from taking machines apart and putting them back together, which helped him understand how they worked inside and out. Danny didn't just love looking at or driving cars, he was hands-on in restoring them from a young age, often working alongside his father. Together they worked on many cars and motorcycles, turning a shared interest into a thriving business. One car that really caught his attention was a 1979 Camaro Z28. It was his first car, and instead of just driving it, Danny tore it apart and rebuilt it as a street-style Can-Am racer. This bold move was just the start of his car restoration journey. This fearless attitude towards car customization led him to eventually create Kustoms. His success with the shop made him a global car expert and also earned him spots on shows like Pawn Stars before he got his own show, Counting Cars. For over 10 seasons, the show has showcased Danny's passion for every car that comes through his shop, a passion that has been there since he was a kid. From his early years in Cleveland and Detroit to becoming a well-known figure in car restoration and customization, Danny's story is all about hard work, passion, and learning as he went along. His practical experiences working with his father shaped his future and helped him make a big impact on the automotive world. Danny's rise to fame through Counting Cars all started with his lifelong love of cars. This love eventually brought him to Las Vegas, where he met Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars and earned the nickname The Count. But moving to Las Vegas in the late 80s was more than just about cars. Danny started Count's tattoo company, combining his love for cars and tattoos. It quickly became a popular spot for both tattoo lovers and car fans. This was the foundation for Kustoms, the shop at the center of Counting Cars, bringing Danny's car dreams to life and taking him from a young boy in a garage to a famous TV personality. But that's not even the most surprising part of his story. There's still more to uncover about what's next for Danny Koker and his business. Danny Koker started developing his skills in design and craftsmanship while working on vintage cars. These early experiences set the stage for his future in the automotive world. Before he even launched his show, Counting Cars, Danny had already built a solid reputation by restoring old vehicles at his workshop, Kustoms, located in Nevada. This workshop became a key part of his career in the early 2000s. His connections with Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars also helped boost his standing in the car industry. Rick often called on Danny to assess classic muscle cars, giving Danny a chance to show off his expertise on national TV. In 2012, everything changed when the History Channel launched Counting Cars, a show that followed Danny and his team as they restored and customized a wide variety of old vehicles. The show quickly gained a large audience and lasted for 10 seasons, capturing the daily life at Count's Kustoms. Viewers got an inside look at how Danny and his team worked on classic cars and motorcycles, restoring them to their former glory. Counting Cars not only made Danny Koker a well-known figure in car restoration, but also showcased his leadership in guiding a skilled team. The show gave fans a chance to see the creative process behind each project, from the first step to the final reveal. Occasionally, the team faced disagreements, which added a personal, relatable element to the show's technical side. Through Counting Cars, Danny shared some of his most impressive restorations, from Cadillacs to hot rods, and even worked on cars owned by celebrities. The series showed the team's commitment to high standards and creativity. Now let's see what else Danny has achieved beyond his TV fame, beyond the Counting Cars fame. But this wasn't the only thing that defined Danny's career. His journey from a simple hobbyist to a famous figure in the car world, as shown on Counting Cars, highlights his deep passion for car restoration and customization. Even beyond TV, Danny didn't stop there. His business interests expanded into various other areas, proving his entrepreneurial skills. One of his major ventures is Count's Vamped Rock Bar and Grill, a unique spot in Las Vegas. Known for its gothic decor and rock music atmosphere, it reflects Danny's personal style and love for music. Count's Vamped quickly became a go-to place for both locals and tourists. The venue features live performances regularly, and Danny's band, Count 77, often takes the stage. The mix of food, music, and themed decor creates a welcoming vibe for people who love rock music and vintage styles. But this wasn't Danny's only business venture. He also expanded into other areas of the hospitality and automotive industries, always finding ways to turn his personal interests into successful businesses. Count's Vamped has become a must-visit spot for those looking for a unique experience. Even with his other businesses, Count's Kustoms remains the heart of Danny's automotive empire. It continues to be a top destination for high-quality car restorations, attracting clients from around the world. Despite the show ending in 2021 and fans wondering if Count's Kustoms might close its doors, the workshop is still running strong. Thanks to Danny's vision, celebrity status, and reputation for excellence, the business continues to thrive, producing elite custom cars. Yet despite all his success, Danny's journey hasn't been without challenges. Count's Kustoms and Danny himself have faced several legal and financial issues. One of the biggest setbacks involved an accountant at Count's Kustoms, Joseph Frontiera, who was accused of embezzlement and fraud. This scandal hit the business hard, leading to significant financial penalties from the IRS. This event was a major blow to the foundation of Danny's business, showing just how tough the road to success can be. Frontier's problems went far beyond just losing money. They also faced a big fine from the IRS, which showed how serious their financial mistakes were. On top of that, Danny Koker got into legal trouble over the wrongful removal of a vehicle, and he ended up on probation for 3 years. This experience taught him a big lesson about following legal rules, even if you're someone as famous as Danny. The probation was a tough reminder of the consequences of legal slip-ups and how important it is to keep things honest and fair in business. 2 years after Counting Cars first aired, Danny and his team faced a major lawsuit. A customer claimed that they hadn't started working on a 1967 Ford Mustang as promised, turning the customer's dream project into a big disappointment. This legal battle was a harsh reminder that fame on TV doesn't make you immune to real-world issues. Real people with real expectations still need to be managed, especially when you're running a business that's also in the spotlight. As Counting Cars became more popular, things got tougher for Count's Kustoms. More attention meant more challenges. Running a business that's growing quickly while trying to meet high public expectations was difficult. These legal issues weren't just random events. They piled on top of the financial problems the shop was already dealing with. The penalties from the IRS and the lawsuits made it even harder to keep the business stable. Not only did they cost the company a lot of money, but they also hurt its reputation. Inside the shop, things weren't much better. Financial mismanagement led to even more legal troubles, creating a cycle of financial stress and legal problems. Through it all, Danny and his team had to stay focused and keep delivering high-quality car restorations, even though they were dealing with these big challenges. They kept moving forward, trying to navigate the tricky waters of both legal and financial troubles. But that wasn't the worst part. The reality of running an automotive shop, especially one featured on TV, is often different from what viewers see. While Counting Cars shows a lot of drama and excitement, the truth is much more complicated. The show sometimes scripts events to make things look more dramatic than they really are. It does a great job of showing amazing car transformations. But behind the scenes, the shop has dealt with complaints about stage drama, employee conflicts, and unhappy customers. One lawsuit, for example, involved a poorly done restoration job, showing how the promises on TV didn't always match the actual service. Online reviews have pointed out similar issues, like complaints about the quality of the work. Some suggest that the show focuses more on flashy projects for TV than on delivering top-notch service to everyday customers. One of the biggest misunderstandings is how fast the show makes restorations seem. On TV, it looks like the team can finish a project quickly, but in reality, these jobs can take a year or more because they handle many projects at once. This is a far cry from the speedy turnaround seen on TV. But that's not the only misconception. Public opinion can also be shaped by rumors, like those about Danny Koker's personal life or the status of the show. Despite rumors about his health or the show being canceled, it's important to stick to confirmed information. This shows how important it is to separate what's true from what's just gossip, especially when it comes to public figures in TV shows. Let's take a closer look at Danny's love for music and cars, beyond Counting Cars to car culture pioneer. When people watch reality TV, they should keep in mind that it doesn't always show the complete truth. The shows are entertaining, but they might not accurately depict how certain jobs are done, like restoring cars. Danny Koker is a good example. He began as a simple car enthusiast and eventually became a prominent figure in car restoration and customization. His commitment to his craft has significantly influenced both car culture and the entertainment industry. Through his deep passion and knowledge of cars, Danny has captured the hearts of many fans. The show has inspired countless people, especially those who are interested in becoming mechanics or customizing their own cars. His hands-on approach and creative ideas have encouraged a whole new generation to dive into the world of car restoration and customization. But it doesn't stop at the show. His work is also about preserving the history behind classic cars. For him, restoring a car isn't just about making it look new, it's about bringing back its story. Because of this, he's highly respected in the car community and at events where he shares his knowledge and passion freely. And Danny doesn't just focus on cars. His interests also extend into other areas, like his business ventures, such as the unique spot in Las Vegas and a recording studio. These places have become hubs for people who share his love of cars, music, and good food. But that's not all. Danny is always looking for new ways to push boundaries in the car world. His latest projects show his willingness to take on fresh challenges, whether that means restoring a rare vehicle or using new technology in car customization. This constant drive to evolve is what keeps him at the forefront of the industry. And perhaps the most important part of his story is how he inspires others to follow their dreams. He shows that with enough passion, dedication, and a willingness to learn, anyone can achieve their goals. However, Danny is more than just the face of a TV show. He's a key figure in preserving car history, inspiring future mechanics, and building businesses. His love for cars, music, and bringing people together continues to leave a lasting mark on the automotive world. Now let's talk about another side of Danny that isn't always in the spotlight, his love for music. This passion goes way back, even before he became a TV star. Music has always been a big part of his life, and it's something that connects him to his late father, who played a huge role in shaping his musical journey. Forming his band was a natural progression for him. It allowed him to continue expressing his passion for music outside of the car world. His father was a music composer and pianist, so music was something he grew up with. He even performed at Carnegie Hall when he was only 11 years old. Years later, his band came to life after an impromptu jam session in Las Vegas, reigniting his passion for performing and leading to the creation of a band that would make its mark on the rock scene. But this wasn't the most surprising part. The band, including lead guitarist Stoney Curtis, guitarist John Zito, and others, came together with a shared love for their music. Their debut album in 2014 and performances in various rock clubs showed how serious he was about this. While many fans now associate his music career with the show, the truth is, his band had been playing in small venues long before the show made him famous. For him, music isn't just a hobby, it's deeply personal. It helps him stay connected to his father and deal with the pain of losing him. He often says that music feeds his soul, and you can hear that emotion in the songs his band performs. Songs like End of the Day and Stand Tall reflect his personal challenges and life experiences. His journey in music, full of passion and dedication, continues to touch those around him, making it an essential part of who he is. But this wasn't the only challenge he faced. Through his music, he not only deals with personal loss, but also reflects on struggles in his business and life. Being the lead singer and guitarist for the band has allowed him to showcase his musical talents outside of television. The band's energetic performances, along with his dedication, have helped build a loyal fan base, making him even more fascinating. Beyond his TV career, his music projects, like his albums with his band, prove he's not just a TV personality, but also a skilled musician. His deep love for music comes from his family and life experiences. From singing at Carnegie Hall as a child to leading the band, his musical journey gives a deeper understanding of who he is, adding another layer to his identity in the car world. Since its launch, the show has really impacted reality TV, especially in the car restoration genre. Several key elements have contributed to its success, setting new trends for reality TV. The show has a unique way of blending car restoration with the personal stories of the people behind the work. This mix has attracted a wide range of viewers. The show gives an in-depth look at restoring classic cars while sharing the relationships and personal stories of him and his crew, making the show more relatable and engaging. The show's focus on a specific industry and fan base has inspired other reality shows to explore niche groups and activities. This shift has made reality TV more diverse by offering viewers a variety of shows to enjoy. The show also brought a fresh approach to car restoration shows by adding a sense of excitement and drama to the process. This blend of storytelling and detailed car work has set a new standard for other shows in the genre. Could Danny's recent step back signal a deeper issue within the automotive industry that's yet to surface? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.